Welcome to the 5-Minute Real Estate Fix. I'm Chase with the Whitney Team, First Team Real Estate. And picture this. You're scrolling through Zillow at 11 o'clock and it's becoming your new hobby. You've mentally decorated 3 kitchens this week, your friends just bought, your cousin just closed, and your landlord just raised your rent again. But here's the question that keeps you up at night. Are you actually ready to buy something? If you're a first-time home buyer here in Southern California right now, you're facing a unique moment. Mortgage rates have finally settled into predictable ranges after years of volatility. Home prices in cities like Cypress and Huntington Beach have stabilized, and inventory is the healthiest it's been since 2019. But ready isn't just about market timing. It's about honest self-assessment across 5 critical areas that determine whether you're positioned for success or setting yourself up for stress. Let's break down the 5 questions you need to answer before you make what's likely the biggest decision of your financial life. Question number 1. Do you have a real down payment and emergency fund set aside and not just one or the other? Here's what most first-time buyers get wrong. They save for the down payment and forget about everything else. Let's say you find a house in Buena Park for $950,000. You've scraped together 10% for your down payment, $95,000, and that feels like a massive accomplishment, and it is. But the day you close, you're essentially broke. No cushion, no safety net, then the water heater breaks and the AC stops working right as it warms up. Your car needs new tires, and suddenly you're back to credit cards, stressed about every unexpected expense, wondering if you made a mistake. The reality check is you need both a down payment and an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months expenses that you don't touch for the house. Here in North Orange County, where median prices hover right at around $1 million or so, that means most first-time buyers are looking for properties between about $800,000 to $1 million ranges in areas like Cypress, Buena Park, and Anaheim. 10% down payment on $900,000 is $90,000, and add up closing costs of around $15,000 to $20,000, and you're looking at about $105,000 to $110,000 just to get closed. Now, add in your emergency fund. If your monthly expenses run about $6,000, you need an extra $18,000 to $25,000 or $30,000 to set aside. The total you actually want to have saved here is about $125,000 to $145,000 to buy comfortably and sleep well at night. Now, can you buy with less? Absolutely. People do it every day. There are programs down to 0% now, but financial stress can kill the joy of homeownership faster than anything else. The bottom line, if writing the check for your down payment empties everything you've got, you're not quite ready yet, but you might be close. Question number 2. Is your income stable enough to handle a financial commitment like a mortgage? A mortgage isn't a 2-year lease. It's a 30-year financial obligation. The question isn't whether you can afford the payment right now. It's whether your income is stable enough to handle it through job changes, economic shifts, and life surprises. Lenders use a debt ratio income of around 43%, give or take, as a standard maximum. That means your total monthly debt payments, mortgage, car, student loans, credit cards, etc., can't exceed around 43% of your entire monthly income. In Southern California's current economy, certain sectors are thriving: healthcare, logistics, technology, education, aerospace. The median household income in Cypress is around $100,000, and Huntington Beach, a little more than that. These are the dual incomes supporting $800,000 to $1.2 million mortgages in these cities. If your job situation feels uncertain, if your income fluctuates wildly, or if you're contemplating a career change, you might want to pause. Homeownership rewards stability. Now, question number 3. Do you actually want to stay in the area or in this house for 3 to 5 years? Real estate is not a short-term play. It's a long-term wealth-building strategy that works if you stay put long enough for appreciation and equity to outpace transaction costs. When you buy a home, you're going to pay roughly 2 to 3% of the purchase price in closing costs, and when you sell, it's going to be another 5 to 8% between compensations and transfer taxes, seller closing costs, etc. On a $900,000 home, that's about $25,000 in closing costs to buy and around $50,000 or $60,000 to sell. If you sell in less than 5 years, you might be losing money even if the home appreciated. The 5-year rule exists here for a reason, but it's not just about the math, it's about your life. Are you committed to Southern California? Are you selling this specific area, and is the house the right one for you and your family? If your answer to "will I be here in 5 years" is anything other than yes, absolutely, again, it might not be quite ready for you. Question number 4. Have you seen enough homes to actually know what you're buying? You don't know what you want until you've seen what you don't want. The market has taught first-time buyers some bad habits. During the 2020 and 2022 frenzy, you had to decide fast or lose out. We're not quite in that market anymore. Inventory in Cypress is up about 50% compared to last year, and homes in Huntington Beach and other Orange County cities are sitting on the market an average of 35 to 40 days. You have time now. It might be wise to use it. You should tour at least 15 to 20 homes unless the first one you see is absolutely perfect, which in most cases it's not. You're calibrating your expectations and learning what different price points gets you in different neighborhoods. Now, question number 5. Are you emotionally ready for maintenance, unexpected costs, and compromise? Homeownership is all your problem all the time, and most times in a good way. But when the water heater dies at 10 o'clock on a Sunday, that's a $1,500 cost you're going to have to handle pretty quick. Financial planners recommend budgeting 1 to 2% of your home's value on maintenance and repairs. Again, on a $900,000 house, that's $10,000 to about $20,000, which we talked about earlier. Beyond the money, there's the emotional load. Your first home is not going to be perfect. It's going to be a compromise. The question is, are you okay and ready for that? Here's what I've learned after working with hundreds of first-time buyers here across Orange County. The people who succeed aren't the ones who time the market perfectly or find the perfect house. They're the ones who know themselves well enough to make a confident decision and stick with it through the inevitable challenges. The Southern California market right now offers something first-time buyers haven't had in years: time to think. Rates have stabilized in the low 6% range, even some in the 5s now. Inventory is up and competition is cooling. Use that time wisely. Ask yourself the hard questions. And when you're truly ready to buy, not just excited, but prepared, reach out. If you're thinking about buying your first home in Cypress, Huntington Beach, or anywhere in Southern California, we'd love to help you navigate the process with clarity and confidence. Be sure to check out the full blog article on this at 4realestatehelp.com/blog. That's the number 4, realestatehelp.com/blog. Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's 5-Minute Real Estate Fix. I'm Chase with the Whitney Team, and I'll see you around town or on the next episode.